Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everyone. This is me, Rashid, a student of the Department of Management Sciences, Shahid bin Zarbatti University, Sharingal. I am honored to present my research supervised by my co-author, Professor Dr. Muhammad Wazir Raza. Today, we are going to explore a growing and deeply concerning phenomenon in Pakistan, the rise of IT-based Ponzi scheme and the behavioral patterns of their victims. Let me start with the background. A Ponzi scheme makes one simple but dangerous promise: high returns with low risk. But here is the truth: it pays old investors with money from new investors. It is not investment, it is fraud waiting to collapse. What is new? The delivery method. These schemes now spread rapidly through apps, websites, and most dangerously social media. Pakistan has seen recent cases: Payslash, Paymenta, Leader Airlines, and so many other websites and schemes like these. These are not rare incidents. Our research found that people join not just for greed. Three factors drive them: financial pressure, social influence and social ties, and behavioral biases. This is not just a financial crime, it is a human problem. To understand this problem, we must look at existing knowledge. So here is what existing research tells us. Ponzi schemes survive on one thing: a consistent flow of new investors. They operate through networks of trust, friends recruiting friends and family recruiting family. Fraud evolves with communication technology, as one scholar noted in 1979. Fraud always adopts to its time. Today, digital platforms give scammers speed, scale, and anonymity. These schemes are usually small to medium in size and last about 4 years on average. And this is important. Vulnerability is not about age. Ross and colleagues in 2014 found younger individuals can be equally or even more susceptible than older ones. Weak regulations and economic instability and victimization consistently linked to three things: financial pressure, strong social ties, and strong social influence, and low financial literacy. This brings me why our study matters. The gap we address. No empirical study has examined IT-based Ponzi schemes specifically in Pakistan. We lack behavioral analysis of victims in digital spaces. We have almost no policy focused insight to guide action. So we set two clear objectives. The first one is to examine the demographic characteristics of the victims involved in Ponzi schemes, providing insights into who is the most susceptible to these fraudulent activities. And the second one is to understand the reason behind individual decisions to invest in these schemes, shedding light on the motivations and factors that drive such risky financial behavior. To achieve our objectives, we designed a mixed method study combining both quantitative and qualitative approaches. To gain a comprehensive understanding of the problem, we use mixed method design. Why? Because number shows us patterns but only stories reveal meaning. We needed both. In the quantitative phase, we surveyed victims of the recent IT-based Ponzi schemes across Pakistan. Finding them was difficult. Many stay silent due to shame. So we used snowball sampling, starting with known victims and asking for referrals. Our structured questionnaire made for 4 years. demographics, financial literacy, social influence, and investment motivation. We analyze this data using descriptive statistics and regression to find the strongest predictors of the victimizations. But we did not stop at numbers. In the qualitative phase, we interviewed a smaller group of victims in depth. We asked them to share their experiences openly. What did they feel? How did they justify their decision? These interviews these interviews were analyzed using thematic analysis to find deeper patterns. In quantitative data answered what happened, what actually happened, and in qualitative data answered why why it is happened. So together they gave us the full picture. Let me now show you the face of the victim based on our survey of 500 respondents. The number are stark. 95.9% of the victims were male. Only 4.1% were the female. This is an overwhelming male phenomenon. 81.2% of the victims were under the 30 years old. A further 18.2% were between 31 and 45 years old. Almost no one over 60. The young are the primary targets and the primary victims. Investment behavior of the victims, 63.8% invested once, another 15.5% invested more than 2 times. This show how initial returns often paid out to build trust, successfully lured people back in for more. The financial damage: our respondents collectively invested over 61 million rupees in these schemes. They lost round about 53.5 million rupees in these schemes. That is a staggering 87.5% loss rate. Almost 9 out of every 10 rupees invested was never recovered. The typical victim profile is clear: a young male under 30 who reinvested and lost nearly everything. So, our major findings and themes are financial independence. The primary motivation was not greed. Victims sought self resilience, education support, and a better life. Low financial literacy. Even educated victims lacked basic knowledge of risk, return, and interest rate. Formal education did not protect them. Strong social influence. Family, friends, and peer networks shaped decision. Early investor created trust and social proof. Saying no felt like saying no to a relationship. Digital literacy. Victims could not verify apps or websites. They relied on WhatsApp and Facebook referral, not official checks. Limited digital competence enabled online fraud. Economic pressure and context. High inflation, rising cost, and low bank returns made these schemes look like practical solutions, not scams. Reforming victim profile. Driven by needs for security, family responsibility, and better futures. Victimization is not just a personal error, it is a structurally driven phenomenon shaped by economic vulnerability, low financial and digital literacy, and strong social ties. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I am happy to take your question now. For any follow up, you can reach me at rashidfaraz@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Allah Hafiz.